protesting and asking for an increase in salaries.
The Nelson Mandela Foundation and lobby group AfriForum are back in the Equality Court in Johannesburg for the second day of their legal battle over the apartheid flag.
And in your sports news, Sundowns escaped being docked points.
Well, my name is Arabile Kumete, and in your business news, long queues expected at filling stations as the petrol price goes up at midnight, and United States President Donald Trump suing two banks in America. That's to try stop them from handing over financial records to congressional investigations. Plus, the local market remains benign in what is a shortened week. I'll have an update for you on that a little bit later.
There's some more coming up, but now let's take you to the main stories. Striking eThekwini municipal workers have blockaded the N3. The workers are affiliated to the Durban Solid Waste Department. Some of the affected roads are Dr. Pixley KaSeme and the N3 from Marianhill Toll Plaza. Our reporter Sibongakonke Mbatha is standing by at where the traffic is being stopped currently. Sibongakonke, can you tell us what the latest is? And I see that you're standing on a truck.
A very good afternoon to you, Nompu. Like you have just mentioned, I'm currently standing on top of a water service truck. This truck is one of close to 1,000 trucks that have completely disabled Dr. Pixley KaSeme Street from Botha all the way to the City Hall. My colleague Ndabe Kumala will show you visuals from the top of my shoulder, which shows you the City Hall as well as some of the vehicles that I'm talking about that have made sure that the entire main street of the city is gridlocked. And it is unfortunate for commuters because, Nompu, you'll remember that in the Durban CBD there is local transportation, but local transportation at this point cannot really work. So commuters are feeling the effects of this strike as they have to walk to wherever they need to be. And of course, traffic was there were attempts to redirect traffic. There are roads that have some sort of free flow of traffic, but the main routes of the city are currently gridlocked by these vehicles. The vehicles that I'm talking about, it's water, it's electricity, water and sanitation, road maintenance. They have all parked throughout the main street of Durban CBD. And of course, gridlocking the metro like this, there is a meeting currently happening inside where South African Municipal Workers Union is in a meeting with the municipal officials, which include the mayor of eThekwini, Councillor Zandile Kumete, as well as city manager Ubabunzuza, where they are trying to find a possible solution. Earlier on, speaking to a union representative, he did mention that it is either an increment for all workers or no increment at all. Because we will remember, Nompu, that this entire strike was sparked off by the alleged increment for just 53 workers within the municipality, which was deemed unfair by fellow employees, saying that how can people be given an increment 6 times more than what they earn? Some workers have been working for the municipality for over 20 years. They're saying that not once have they ever been in this salary scale themselves. And now people who were hired just 3 years ago are given this type of increment. And it's not just increment only. The union representative said that there's other preferential treatment given to them. They're given positions within the municipality and told not to speak about it in corridors. But unfortunately, 2 weeks ago, it is reported that one of the employees who did receive the increment clashed with one of the supervisors. That's where the entire fraternity got to find out that certain individuals have been given a 10-grade salary increment. Just to take you through the particulars of this increment scale up. Currently, most employees are currently on grade 4. They say ticker 4, which is the general salary for everyone. But unfortunately, these employees who were hired in 2016, who are reported to be members of the MKMVA, have been scaled up to grade 10, which is 10 times more than the usual scale rates. Some are ranging from 9,000 all the way to 20,000 increment. So that's what most employees are actually disputing, and that's why they've come out in their numbers to come and dispute that, saying that increment for all or no increment at all, because they're saying that they're all being paid by the same municipality. They're all doing the same job, just in different divisions. And of course, the effects of this ongoing strike, we will recall that the strike started over a week ago. And unfortunately, during that time, the city as well as the province was going through extreme flood crisis where we saw 70 lives being lost. So there was a lot of activity during that time, and the ongoing strike, which was a go-slow, as they said, was not paid much attention to. And they're saying that, seeing that other areas within the municipality, as well as stretching all the way to the south of Durban, have been without water for over 8 days now. We mentioned Adams Mission, Efolweni, as well as Mbumbulu area, where they've severely suffered not having water for the past 8 days. Initially, they had said that it might have been the effects of the floods, but speaking to the union representatives, they're saying that since they are a 24-hour service, they couldn't exactly attend to some of the faults that were created by the floods. It is possible that some of the faults were caused by the floods. They couldn't attend to them as they are currently on strike. So those are some of the consequences that the greater public had to endure. And they're saying that they hope that this reflects to the municipality the extent at which them disabling and downlink tools has on the community of eThekwini. Nompu?
Sibongakonke, very quickly, what are the police saying? Are people allowed to actually block a major road in the way that these guys have?
Yesterday, we did hear the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal calling it an illegal strike. But of course, we will be hearing further details from the representatives after the meeting that is currently in session ends, because yesterday the Premier had said this is an illegal strike and instructed workers to go back to work as immediately as possible. And of course, there was a rumor that eThekwini municipality had went to court to get an interdict to stop workers from striking immediately and resume their normal services. But unfortunately, at this point, we couldn't get a hold of Durban Metro to actually find out how this entire strike action is being monitored. Is it legal? Is it illegal? But we're going to be finding out more as the day progresses, because otherwise they wouldn't have allowed so many service vehicles to actually block the main street connecting the metro.
Indeed. All right, Sibongakonke, thank you very much for that report. My colleague Sibongakonke Mbatha reporting from Durban. Over to you, Nzinga.